Now, what I mean by profitable, by the way, to kind of have us on the same page, is that they're able to help you earn enough inside of your business to cover their own wage and beyond. Hey there, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, my goal at the end of this video is to walk you through the different ways or different steps that you can take to make sure that your virtual assistant becomes profitable right off from day one. Now, if this is first time on my channel, my name is Lacaba. I've been working from home since I was 15 years old and now run my own executive assistant outsourcing agency here in the Philippines. And I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and out of a business from home. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, for this video, I'm going to dive through what are different ways or things that you can set up to get your virtual assistant up and running within the first day, first week, or first month while you're working with them. Now, this is a process that I take our own clients through when we're onboarding a new executive assistant with them, and I wanted to share this with you guys to hopefully help you get you and your virtual assistant started in the right way. Now, some of the things that I'll be talking about, I already actually covered in how to create a virtual assistant manual and also how to onboard your virtual assistant. But I wanted to give you guys a bit of a better overview of the different steps that you can take, again, to make your virtual assistant profitable right off the bat. Now, what I mean by profitable, by the way, to kind of have us on the same page, is that they're able to help you earn enough inside of your business to cover their own wage and beyond. That's kind of what I mean by profitable right away. Now, the first thing that you want to make sure that you do before you even have your virtual assistant is to know what tasks that they can do. What tasks can they actually get started with, and what tasks will actually, again, help you make more money than you are paying them. So what I mean by this is when they first get started, you want to line up tasks that are more repeatable and easily documented. So what I mean by these is you want to set up tasks that are easy to do, easy to remember. It could be filing out your invoices, for example, or cleaning up your emails, or this could be as easy as inputting contacts, for example, into your database. Find tasks that are easily repeatable in your business, that are daily, weekly, monthly tasks that they can get started in. Whenever they do this, they're taking these tasks away from you so you can focus on other tasks inside of your business, thus, right off the bat, helping you be more profitable in your business. Might not be enough right away to actually cover their own wage, but then it is a start. Once you have that, later on, they can start doing tasks. The next phase for that basically is they can start doing tasks that support you in getting those sales into those customers or clients that you have. For example, let's say that you sell products on Amazon. So the way that your assistant can help you support that is either they're the one looking for the sources for the products. It could be that they're going through and creating the description for the product and doing research, for example. So they're helping you set up so then you can show up in the best way and show off to your clients as you start getting those sales. So for example, for me, for my assistant Christina, I had her start on the recurring tasks first. I had her help me clean up a few of my files on YouTube, and then I started her on editing my videos, because this was a task that was taking me so long that I just needed to get out of the way so that I can keep producing more videos for you guys. So try to find what are those tasks that help set you up so then you can show up inside of your business. And of course, the last part of it, the last kind of phase, is then having them directly do things that actually affect sales in your business, such as maybe doing follow-ups with potential clients, doing an actual sales call, managing your clients. That's kind of the final phase. But you want to start them through that process of recurring tasks, things that don't really hurt your business so much but frees you up. Next is then actually doing tasks that help support you create more business or sales in your business. And then it's tasks that actually directly affect the sales and revenue inside of your business. Now, once you have that all set up, the tasks that are going to be doing, now you want to make sure that you actually get to know your virtual assistant as they get started. You want to get to know what their own strengths and weaknesses are. You want to know maybe their personality types. Inside of 2XU, we actually have them take personality tests as they're going through our process, just so we can get to know them in that way. Hopefully during the interview process, and I do have a whole video on how to interview your virtual assistant here, but basically you want to make sure that you kind of get to know them just a little bit better, because then you're building that relationship with them and you, and it's not just a work relationship, it's becoming a way for them to become your second brain, which is what we do inside of 2XU. So getting to know your virtual assistant could be as easy as asking them about their day, or asking them if they had any difficulties with different things, asking them again, what are your strengths and weaknesses, what are the ways that I can support you as your boss. Asking them these questions will help empower them to really get the work done and get yourselves on the right foot as you guys are getting started. The next thing that could really help get your virtual assistant profitable right off the bat is sharing with them the mission, the vision, and the values of the company. Now, I'm putting them all together because this is really giving them the background of why you have a business in the first place and where you want to go. For them to be able to be profitable, you need to give them the context of why it matters, why you're doing what you're doing, and also who you're serving. Who are the people that you are trying to help with your business? This gives them that clarity of knowing, okay, this is important. These are the things that I need to really work on, so then they can understand better how the company is run. Next thing you can do is to actually do a little bit of goal setting with your virtual assistant. Now, I have a whole video again on how to do goal setting this 2022 that you can check out, but basically you want to make sure that their goals are aligned with your company goals, so then it makes sense for you guys to work with each other. Now, what I mean by goal setting is not just checking on their goals, it's also telling them what the goals are for the company for that year, for that quarter, that month, that week, because then you guys are able to see things on the same page of what are the things that needs to get done this week, this month, this quarter, this year to be able to hit those goals. Again, you're basically making sure that you guys are on the same page as they get started in your business within the first week, month, or quarter. Next thing you can do is to give your virtual assistant a goal that they can finish every week. This is only for the first maybe 30 or 60 days of they're in your company, but the point of this is to give them something to achieve, something to look forward to as they get started on working. When you give them priorities, when you give them that clarity again of what to work on first, what are the things to move forward inside of your business, then the better that they are in making sure that they show up for those priorities to make sure that they get done. Next is then once you have that goal for the week, then you want to break it down to what are the tasks that they could be looking forward to or that they can look forward to. So instead of 2XU, a lot of what we do is we actually already create a whole task list for the virtual assistant. Even if it's a task that our client sees that they're not going to be doing for at least a year, we're still listing it out, mostly because then the virtual assistant can anticipate, can research, can even test out doing those skills and improving on those skills. So when it gets to the point where they are doing it, then they're more confident and they're familiar with what it is that they need to do. You're giving them the map basically of what are the things that are expected from them so they know what they can work on. Next thing you can do is just help them create a work schedule. Now, what I mean by this is sometimes when they're relatively new to working from home, they can kind of be overwhelmed with the flexibility of time. So you want to make sure that you give your assistant the opportunity, either build their own calendar or build their calendar with you, so then they know how many hours are expected from them, what times will be available, so then there's a little bit of that sync up even if you guys are on a different time zone. And speaking of different time zones, you want to make sure that you also set boundaries with your virtual assistant. Not contacting you on the weekends maybe, and then of course you don't contact them on the weekends, or it could just be that at certain times you won't be available, or just having them know what are the things that could hurt your work relationship if they dive into it a little too deep. So setting those boundaries is really important as you build that relationship with your virtual assistant right off the bat, because then they know what are the things that they can do and they can't do, and it gives them that clarity of what it is that they need to do in your business. Next is to make sure that you give your assistant the resources and the files that they need to get started. A lot of the time we get so used that things are easy access to us that we forget to share certain things with the virtual assistants. So make sure they create a list of the things that they'll need access to, the files they need access to, the tools that they need access to, which brings me to the next point, which is also giving them training. That's the fastest way that you can get them profitable, really, is to give them the training that they need to know what it is that they need to do. That way you are empowering them to use this knowledge that they just learned from you, that they just acquired from you, into putting it into growing your business. And lastly, the biggest thing that you can do to get your assistant to the point where they are profitable for you is to keep yourselves accountable. Now that you've set all of these goals, this vision, your values, you've shared the expectations with one another, now it's just down to keeping yourselves accountable to make sure that you actually meet these expectations, these goals, and adjusting as you need to. So basically, the last part is just communication is key. Make sure that you guys communicate really well with each other, have daily sync ups or have ways that you can check in with them really easily. That way, if they're stuck on something, they know that they can come to you after they try to figure out themselves. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button right there and comment below. What do you think are other ways that you can get your virtual assistant profitable inside of your business? And if you guys still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home. And you guys can check out those two playlists right here and the latest video right here. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. Remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!